Good morning, everyone. It's 8/18/2020, and I'm coming on this morning to speak about the strange derecho storm of a few days ago because of something that happened here in regards to it. It definitely was a record setting storm, according to what I read since it happened originally. A derecho from Spanish meaning it is a widespread, long lived, straight lined windstorm that is associated with a fast moving group of severe thunderstorms. So that's what word derecho. The derecho caused emergency shutdown of a nuclear plant in Iowa. The storm caused crop damage and power outages in 10 states. The storm packed hurricane force winds that I think got up to as high as 112 miles per hour, I believe, was the top speed recorded. The storm packed hurricane force winds, and Iowa grain silos were ripped apart. The nuclear power plant cooling towers were damaged. It is located 11 miles northwest of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And part of Iowa's about 20% of the corn grown will be lost, which I believe they said was amounted to about 10 million acres of corn. So again, we have what we had last year with crop losses and stuff like that and shortages. That's going to cause food shortages, along with the fact that they said that there was a tin shortage to make cans to can food too, is also another ongoing problem right now, which could cause a shortage of canned goods ultimately. So 20% of the corn will be lost, and at Cargill plant closure, a half dozen, they closed the plant there, Cargill. A half a dozen states were cleaning up from the storm. Hardest hit were Iowa, Wisconsin, and Illinois. In Chicago, a tornado touched down in the northwest corner of Chicago. Wind gusts in Chicago and Illinois topped 90 miles per hour. But like I said, the recorded top wind speed was 112 miles per hour. Strange behavior of storm from front through Michigan, and this is why I decided to cover it. Because normally, if there's a storm over in Chicago that hits Chicago, then it comes across Lake Michigan, and then it travels east in a straight line through the Metro Detroit area. And that is normal, and that's been normal for decades here. Watching weather radar, that would be the normal what happens. So we would get the storm here if it hits Chicago. So halfway through between Chicago and Detroit, the storm front split into two halves, and one half went to the northeast in Michigan through the state of Michigan, and the other half went down to the southeast into Ohio. And in both of those places where the front split, it caused damage, wind damage and power outages in both of those places. And the last one we had was on the 7th, and the one before this one was on the 7th and 8th of July, and that's the one that knocked out power where I'm at. And then secondly, I want to mention China targets U.S. aircraft carriers. China just conducted a bomber exercise targeting U.S. aircraft carriers. China wants America to know its air force are ready and able to fire anti-ship and soon anti-ballistic missiles into U.S. Navy aircraft carriers. On Thursday, a Chinese Defense Ministry spokesman said the training exercises were for day and nighttime training exercises for at-range strikes on U.S. Navy carrier strike groups. THCG bomber was designed to carry anti-ship cruise missiles with a range of up to 200 kilometers. They also have ground-based missiles with a range of 3,000 kilometers the threat these missiles pose to U.S. aircraft carriers is more significant than the U.S. Navy admits. So we continue to see articles each week showing a growing buildup of hostilities between the two nations. And recently, just a day or so ago, Taiwan military sent 2,000 Marines over to a barrier island between their country and China. And they're also calling on the Taiwan government, is calling on the United States government to go to war with China, in fact. And I got these two scriptures for that. Proverbs 16:18, pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. And Jeremiah 50:23, how is it that the hammer of the whole earth is cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Those were the scriptures I've talked about, them being in Jeremiah 50:23 before, being called the hammer of the whole earth. Militarily, we're number one. Right now, we're the hammer of the whole earth. So it's definitely speaking about us. And that's all I wanted to cover for right now. I'm going to come back on. I'm trying to shorten these videos to get them so I can get them up and get it done without the camera shutting off on me. Thanks for tuning in. God bless each and every one of you in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. And I'll see you again real soon.